have our 2 items on every core to go for Roshan, to group up, to protect each other, to survive that coil combination, and then run through buildings. Because Liquid, if they get to your base, it is very, very scary.
It's going to be tough. Alrighty, let's get into it. It is game number 1 here in this best of 3 between Tundra and Liquid here in the DreamLeague Season 23 closed qualifiers for the Western EU region. This is the upper bracket, so if you do drop this series, you do get another chance down in the lower bracket, but definitely not a happy place to be. Only 2 slots available as well, don't forget, for Western EU. So,
only.
Yeah, only 2 slots.
South America, North America, SEA, MENA. They're all in tears right now hearing that one. Come on, man. Only.
Yeah, only 2. They deserve a third team. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, I mean, when you look at the teams in the region, though, you want to fight through a lower bracket against like the likes of the OG. If they end up there,
sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this to you. Sorry, forgive me.
Mouse are pretty good. They beat Secret, one of those teams is going to be down there. Entity, Secret, they're chilling down there as well. Yeah, I don't know. Scary teams in the region.
I just want to make sure you don't have any favourites. You're coming across a very Western Europe bias right now. And
yeah, crazy when we're casting Western EU, though. Talk about Western EU. That's wild, isn't it?
Oh, God. Are we going to see any fight at the Rune? I don't think we see any fights anymore.
Never.
The fight for the Observer, yeah.
It was so quick.
Oh, I need to see what's the bounty Rune.
Oh, nice. Well, that's about as hype as it gets before the horn these days. Sometimes we have a few first bloods, but definitely not as common as it used to be. Yeah, they get the Observer Award and 3 bounty runes, so I think we're going to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, and they're Insane already leveling up the hill. He wants to make sure that this early tree throw into, also tree grab into Soul Assumption is going to be offset by the fact that he can just keep his Luna alive. It's why they went for this Enchantress, securing the range creep, and yeah. Would be surprised if Liquid are really going to be ever aggressive in this lane. It's more about just constant sustain, prevent the kills, and like in a Visage lane, as soon as you get 1 kill, 2 kills, you're already accelerating yourself to level 6, and you just know that you are going to overwhelm that safe lane at some point. But yeah, I would be surprised if this was to happen in this Liquid safe lane this time around.
Yeah, just a snowballing on Pure, getting a nice amount of damage off onto this Morphling, forcing him to get a bit of strength going. Boxing 33 being very, very aggressive early on here with the Ion Shells. Yeah, just quickly on Visage as well. I think so. Visage is a weird hero, right? Where you want to be playing against like a lot of kind of damage coming out in the fights from the enemy team, so you can get off the Soul Assumption, but at the same time, it also kind of whittles down your Gravekeeper's Cloak, and also your Familiars can have a really hard time. Against Luna and against Leshrac, the Familiars might just be dying. Like, they might just not be able to get a whole lot done in these fights. If you can't find an entry in the sidelines, what we could potentially see here is Toby pivot to this Phylactery build, which we've seen some people doing in PUBG games. It's not particularly popular, but I think Davai Lama's been like championing it, doing it every game. And a few others have been giving it a go as well. It's not just him, but it is this kind of interesting way of playing the hero, more focused around Soul Assumption. You've got the triple Soul Assumption talent at 15 as well, so just keep an eye on that, as there's potential for it.
Yeah, it does feel for Tundra at least, that Toby's itemization could be, again, another key thing in if they're able to win the game or not, right? Like, this is a game where maybe you don't need the Orchid build that you see from some people. Like some Vlad's AC type pipe could also be pretty good, where he just becomes the frontlining aura, and it doesn't really matter about his birds at that point because he's got everything else.
Ags pipe also going to help his birds out a little bit as well.
Pure's just getting punched off, but yeah. We'll see which option they go down.
They are not leaving Pure alone. They want him on full strength. That's for sure. I mean, you don't have like the burst damage to ever catch Pure out here, or catch him with high agi or anything like that. But they just want to keep peppering him. Whitemon can't really do a whole lot about it on the Gyrocopter, can he?
No, not really. Yeah, Gyrocopter wants to find kills in the lane, and Morphling doesn't really assist him in that. And I think 33 and Boxy there are showcasing that against a Morphling, before he hits level 3, you need to keep going and trying to fight him. You need to keep forcing him to think about his agi strength shifting. if you allow him just to kind of free farm his way up to level 3 and then try and take the fight, that shift is just even stronger. It gets much harder. And already Boxy diving again.
Yeah,
just poking.
Really trying to put the pressure on him.
Yeah. 20 CS to the Darkseer to the 11 of the Morphling. It's the result of that constant keeping the wave on the tower, having to be high strength, not having that damage, and yeah. Good ways to prevent a Morphling that naturally against Darkseer likes to play this lane, because Darkseer can never kill a Morphling, but yeah, the way they're doing it right now is very much annoying them.
Certainly is. And is this a result of like the Gyrocopter Pulse 5 not being like a good enough laner to protect the Morph, or Jesus. Almost getting caught out there.
God.
Or is this just always going to happen regardless of support?
It's kind of the Morph's fault, if anything, right?
He's running out of strength sort of soon here, but yeah, has to use the adaptive strike. He'll be alright.
Yeah, unless they had like some Undying that could 2v1 this lane, there's not a lot of position 5s that really thrive under this Iron Shell tag team aggression, right? And because of that, I think as long as White One doesn't give away some free kills, then yeah, this Tundra will be content. They're not happy with what's happening because Darkseer is just fully free farming, but they know that they just don't have the toolkit to prevent it.
Alongside Toby in some trouble. Toss back from 9 class, not going to make a difference though. Insania just with a constant enchant, causing big problems for Toby. 9 class might be in some trouble as well here. Mickey continuing to chase. He's got another Lucent Beam. There's another Centaur Stomp available. And they'll take down 9 class as well. 2 kills in the bottom side, and suddenly Tundra's off lane looking very, very bad indeed.
Yeah, we kind of went a little bit quiet on bot lane, and Insania just quietly got himself to level 3. 2 points in enchant, and when you bring in a creep to the lane, that is very, very strong. It does look like Toby was too far up, and yeah, I don't think they actually did. They have nothing to deal with this Eng creep. So this lane can get potentially very difficult for Tundra if they're not to respect what creep Insania brings to the lane.
Yeah, and combo that with the waiting for the enchant to be back off cooldown, then a Centaur Stomp as well. You're not getting away if you're this far down the lane. It's just too much harassment, too much slow, too much damage, too much chase. 6 minutes about to come up. Support's rotating in. Very important for both of these mid laners to try and grab themselves a power rune. And yet, Puck's kind of just chilling. So 9 class is going to be forced to take it, and Insania's here. Thompson unable to get that bottle refilled, but neither is the Lesh.
Yeah, quite the mid lane, just pretty much dead even. Sure, a couple more deniers going the way of the Leshrac, but very even. At this point, it now is, will Liquid go deep on the side lanes that enables Thompson to TP? Because Thompson will TP to a fight. And I think that call has already been made to Liquid's like, 33, if you dive this tower again, now it's minute 6, you're going to get called, you're probably going to die. So I expect to see the side lanes of Liquid play a little bit more reserved now, just to not give this Puck free entry to the game. Because if you keep Puck locked into the mid lane, just pushing out waves and farming, it is going to make everyone else feel happier for Liquid, because they don't have to deal with this incredibly active gank hero that likes to make these moves.
Toby. He's in a real bad spot right now. Even getting blocked up by the Ghost Creep as well. Oh no, it's not a good death for the Visage. Hunted down again. Insania with the Ghost Creep plus the enchant slow. It's pretty brutal. Mid lane, they've just lost it. The tower's gone. 9 class tries to come in and do something here, but Nisha's already taken the tower. Maybe they get a return kill to Boxy here. Only shards available for him, and he doesn't get him down the cliff. Wouldn't have helped anyway. The damage is down. Boxy does die, but taking that tower along with him feels pretty damn good.
It feels like Tundra just have nothing to play on right now. In the draft, I discussed how if Toby has a bad game, then Tundra will just look lost in the early game, and he's had a terrible lane. They're going to be jumping Insania now. Only 1 point in the hill.
Yep, Toby getting a little bit of sweet revenge there for the laning phase.
Yeah, he needed something for sure. Going for the bottle refill.
Yeah, got to be careful here. Thompson does get himself away, but he's got a waning rift available. He needs to get up the cliff and will do exactly that. Nisha also very low on mana here. He has got the 11-1 charges. Doesn't want to pop it for this. A lot of supports on Tundra here as well.
Insania now coming back mid. Alright, you don't want another bottle refill? I got you.
This is some chain bottle refills coming out for him. Thompson Force just back himself away. I mean, this perma-mannered Nisha Leshrac is not something he can really do much about.
Yeah, and I think Insane, he needs to run back to bot lane. Any minute he spends away from the village, it'll just give Toby that comeback potential. In a 1v1, sure, Toby gets a little bit annoyed by Lucent Beams, but he's going to be able to get that XP to get to level 6. And yeah, you see Insania sprinting back down here to prevent any aggression in Nisha. Going aggressive here with Boxy. Such a kill combo. You got the gap closing of the snowball, the containment of shards. Nisha easy will be able to kill heroes, but just preventing. They're just checking for any stacks. They don't find any. They just farm up the jungle, take the bounty rune, and yeah, back to mid.
Liquid all over Tundra right now, and Tundra seemingly just not able to respond to them. White one comes in, throws out a rocket, Thompson's here as well. Coil available, maybe they have the damage to bring down Nisha. Snowball saved though, just in time. And now, well, they'll be coming back in, and Nisha, he's got plenty of mana to work with here. Thompson and Whiteman might just be dropping. They don't have the damage to finish off Nisha, and they will both fall. Pure in the side, trying to see if he can get anything here, but there's really nothing to be gained. No kills to be had. Once again, Tundra losing out. Mickey, pretty deep down a bot here, yeah, but 9 class is going to be the one to fall instead. 2 points in Lucent Beam, more than enough to finish off that Tiny. Toby trying to keep Insania off him, but Insania with the heals just going to be really obnoxious here and keep on chasing Toby out of the lane, not letting him get anywhere close to his level 6. This is very oppressive from the Enchantress.
Yeah, it's incredibly laning here from Liquid, and they nearly killed Leshrac in top, but he had, what, like 17, 18 charges on his wand. The snowball save as well, so he gets dragged back in. Darkseer's like, wait a second, you're just fighting right next to me. Let me just help you out with a wall real quick. And yeah, Tundra they just can't really bring any numbers, right? Like, this Gyrocopter's going to die if he tries to step up into barrage range. The Tiny doesn't have any to play on. Thompson, sure, he has control, but damage is the key issue. They need this Visage to get level 6. They need to then play behind him. He's about to hit it in the bot lane. They're preemptively smoking down here. If they can get these level 6 timings, then it could become something more. Mickey, though, he kind of senses it. Walking back down to the camp south of the tower. There's no scan available, but yeah, Boxy's already TPing in. Liquid, they're aware of this Tundra move.
Let's see. Thompson 9 class moving around the side. And here they see the Luna. They want to try and take her down. Thompson and 9 class doing the damage. They need a little bit more. They're going to snap the call at the last minute, but that's going to lead him into the snowball to then just turn around on 9 class's face. He is gone. Thompson trying to get a bit of damage off. Oh no, the Morphling. He's come through the portal. He's just gone. Where did Pure go? Evaporated. Well.
Yep.
That's not how that was supposed to go.
No, not at all. He had a Lotus, he had a wand, and he had strength shift.
Right, well, your carry's dead. Their carry isn't, despite the attempt. And yeah, Mickey's just going to keep on farming up. Also, your carry's still not level 6. Toby's sitting at level 5. Meanwhile, the Darkseer is level 9. So, just a little 4-level disparity here at the 12-minute mark between the offlaners.
I don't know if I have much hope for this village, just because I see him going for the phylactery.
Oh, I told you.
Yeah, but if you're telling me, I don't know if that gives me...
when you're doing the things I say, it's not a good sign. No, this is not my build. This is Davai Lama and a few other players as well in pub games. When you know your birds ain't gonna do a whole lot, the damage that can come out from this hero is pretty significant. But the problem is you need levels. Like that's the most, you're going for a phylactery at 1 point in Soul Assumption. Obviously you can spam with Grave Chill as well, but you really want to be hitting that Soul Assumption hits 3 targets talent as soon as possible. So
I think for
like
Liquid right now, their lanes are strong. They've got a 7,000 gold lead. The idea for Tundra, their comeback, it's going to be trying to break that formation for Liquid. Like, see that Luna who oversteps her mark, the Tuskrat who can't snowball save, survive the wall, disengage. And I think for Tundra, that will require an aura from somewhere, or the Morphling to have that Manta, Shard, Vlad's, +1 type build to be able to at least, not die to the initiation. And I'm not seeing it right now from Tundra on any of their heroes. And that will just give Liquid so much confidence to control this mid game. They've got a mech on Darkseer, the Yules on Leshrac. Plenty of items for them to go aggressive if they want. And I expect Manta on Luna to be the item that forces them to cross the river with more confidence. Right, get that Luna in a position where she can start skipping some waves. You know, they can get Roshan at any minute because they have that tag team as well. It's all on Liquid to decide how they want to control this mid game, and as I say that, they are smoked up on 3.
So what opportunities are there for Tundra to come back into the game?
It really is Liquid's overextension, diving underneath a tower, have that aura of the tower to do assistance, with like the cooldown, with the coil, like the big team fight that you have available. It just needs to be on 3 heroes plus. Wipe them
They
and
want
give
the
more
wisdom
victory.
rune.
And
They
that's
want
what
it
up for
bad.
it.
Yeah, Toby sensing something's wrong here. And he's right. Great read from Toby. Might be losing his familiars for this though.
Can
He's
see
going to
the
be
tag
easily
team
able
aura
to take
on the
them
birds.
down.
Yeah.
Bye. And it was on cooldown there whilst they were killing them. You can just let them die and give away the gold.
But no. Unfortunately, if you're a Tundra fan, answering Nomad's question, you're waiting for Liquid to make a mistake.
Right.
Like, that is their comeback right now. There isn't an item which gives me that confidence of, all right, teamfight's simple now, just because of how robust Liquid's lineup is. I hope that's the correct usage of the word.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, strong and healthy. Yeah, Liquid is very robust right now.
So strong, so healthy. And Tower's going to be the next on the checklist, top side. It's going to be blasted away by the Edict.
Can they connect on smoke from Tundra? They failed to find anyone yet.
Ooh.
They're looking at Insania.
All right, I think they'll take it. Insania being targeted down right now, doesn't get a chance to get off the attendants. Not going to help regardless. They have the damage, they get the kill. And Tower maybe going to be taken here as well. Middle tier 1. I mean,
And Toby's
it's map
trying to hit bottom
presence.
as well. But they're wrapping around on him.
Yeah, the birds. Nice stomp from 1. Oh, the snowball connects though. This could be bad. Chard's a little bit off the mark here, but Toby, well, he's just going to go down regardless. And his birds will also fall. It's always that
The
nice
fact
thing when you
that
kill a
like-
Visage is being able to grab the extra money.
I know we don't have the technology, but like 33's heat map is probably beautiful this game. Yeah, it's just, wait, hold on, can I? It's just top lane. I can't draw on the minimap, I just remembered, but he's just never left top. His TP mid is like, I'm here, boys. Like, he's had like the freest Darkseid game. He's got the pipe complete. He's nearly like a recipe away, 1400 gold, but still, like, he's only 1 component away from the Greaves. It's minute 16. Like, what is stopping Liquid from just barreling down the lanes? And there isn't anything.
Nice dodge from Thompson. Does just lead them into the gyrocopter, but yeah, it's rather he dies than Thompson dies, so Puck will get away from Boxy. Again, there's that kind of instant initiation which they're lacking at the moment until the Boxy does get his Blink Dagger, which Thompson should have a relatively okay time being able to escape the engagements. Witchblade up from him, then going for a Blink Dagger of his own.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That tier 2 tower is just being shoved right now, and you do not want to approach this. The team fight from Liquid is just way too strong. You're not winning a 5-on-5.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Just keep killing Insania. It's worked for you so far.
Dire's structures.
But even using all your smokes to get 4 Insania kills probably going to feel great after it.
Feels good for Toby, all right? He had a rough time in the laning phase.
Yeah. He's about to be overtaken by the Enchantress on net worth, potentially. And Liquid, as expected, there's nothing stopping them here. They just need to go. Use that Edict, use the Luna at the high ground, and Tundra, they're going to have to come back. They're going to have to try and do something. They got double Blink Dagger reveal though, Puck and Tiny. There's going to be initiation available. But again, do they have the damage? 4-man coil potentially.
Yep, that's going to be a nice one, but they still have this Tusk available to get off the snowball.
No.
Just kind of
They
save
don't have
them.
any damage.
Absolutely none. Pure,
I think Liquid
not
healed up
nearby.
during that.
Glaives just really starting to kind of hurt now. They'll throw the Luna in. There's a nice toss back. They're going to be able to take it down. Mickey is gone, but a beautiful backwall's going to follow up as well. Whitemon's taken out. Pure's in trouble as well. Strength Morph coming through. He doesn't have the waveform available though, and he's taking the impetuses. It hurts. Nisha goes in, tries to land the stun. Silenced up by Puck though, and now he's getting low himself. Thompson trying to chase here. They've already taken the barracks, though. They lose their Luna, but for a lane of barracks, it's a trade they'll be willing to make. Thompson trying to look in here. The phylactery visage trying to just deal with Insania, but Insania just turning around.
leaving.
Thompson gone to 33. Toby deleted as well. Inside the base, Insania just picking off Tundra heroes even still.
It's like you hit like the
Deadly.
4-man core, and then you got like the 4-man vacuum war and Liquid the entire time.
Radiant are
They're just,
scanning.
they don't really have any fear. Sure, the Luna did get tossed back in, but they're just so tanky. So much damage as well. You got 4 points in Impedus with the drum on the Enchantress. Just hammering people down from the back lines. Liquid, respawn, group up, go again. Do not give Tundra any breathing room. Don't allow them to think that they can farm another item. Keep applying that pressure. And Tundra, there's a moment of bliss here for Liquid where they're farming just a little bit more on the map than they probably need to. And if they can find 33, then that is something. They get the avalanche. Can they get the toss?
It's on point, but Insania comes in on the sideline. Look at it, Pure right now. The punch is out, but he's got the strength morph going. Manta's still available as well. Coil comes out just to hold back the side of Liquid and give Tundra a chance to try and block Boxy here, but they're not really able to do so. Now the Eclipse comes down. 9class needs to get himself away. Won't be able to do so. The right clicks find him. Electric takes him down. Yours out onto Pure. Pure can't get off the waveform. Stun is there from Nisha, and they'll bring down another. 9class and Pure go down on the top lane. Tundra desperately hoping that maybe Liquid were going to split up and farm, but nah. These guys, they're sticking together, and they are running down your towers.
Yeah, this feels somewhat like Liquid are on, some of their most specialty heroes, right? Like the Boxy Tusk, Insania Enchantress, 33 Darkseer, the Lesh and the Luna. Like this is such a formidable Liquid draft, and they have not made any mistakes with it.
Puck found in the back lines. He doesn't have a phase shift to work with, which means he is going to go down. Another death for the side of Tundra. Puck just trying to come in around the back and maybe find the entry point with a coil or something, but
Dire's top
it's
tower has fallen.
it might be a little bit over T.
No, it is. It really is.
9class goes for the toss back under the tier 4s. 33 is going to be that target, but there's a snowball back to safety and to kill off 9class as well. Toss counter working pretty nicely against this Tiny. Pure standing nearby, but going to take a few impetuses to the face. Dragon Lance Enchantress with the drums. Not messing around. Final lane of barracks now for Tundra, about to be dropped. What do? Go Phylactery Visage. They might do something. Coil on the back lines onto 4 once again. Pure in the front being taken down pretty quickly. Vacuum out onto both sides, and oh my god, they're just getting absolutely annihilated. Yep, calling GG from inside the wall of Replica. That's going to do it for game number 1. Tundra, it just didn't work out at all. Back to the drawing board for them.
21 kills, 21-minute game for Liquid. Yeah, this just didn't feel like a fair game, right? Like, to think that this is, the upper bracket game. Of course, it's not upper bracket finals. That would be tomorrow in the winner of this series. But yeah, I think Tundra, they're going to have to do some major revisions as they enter this second game of the series. Because if they do the same thing here, Liquid, it's just going to be a walk in the park. That was